Welcome to Easy to Love Yoga with Shanna. Today we're going to do a chair yoga practice and we are going to be using a yoga strap, so please have one handy. Let's begin class. Let's come seated forward in our chair so our glutes are on the chair, hamstrings are off the chair, allowing us to have a 90-degree bend at the knees and feet flat on the floor. Thinking about our posture for a moment, sitting nice and tall in the chair, avoiding any slouching. Roll your shoulders up and back just to relax the shoulders and place the hands on your lap. Sitting nice and tall here, close your eyes and just take a moment to notice your breath. Are you breathing deeply? Notice when you inhale, you allow the chest to rise and then the belly to rise. Exhaling, allowing the belly to fall and then the chest to fall. Just take a moment and notice your breath. Let's do a scan of our body, starting at the crown of the head, working down to the toes. Please notice any areas you need to be mindful of as you go through this practice today. It could be an old or a new injury that's bothering you. And always remember to keep yourself safe. If something doesn't feel right, please do not do that pose. Moving on to 4 square breathing, starting with an inhale through the nose of 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain the emptiness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, notice your posture. Retain. Exhale. Retain. And our final round, inhale, retain, exhale, retain. Returning down to your regular breath and just notice, are you breathing deeply? Opening your eyes. Let's begin by rolling our shoulders to the back of the room. Slowly warming up the body. Rolling the shoulders now to the front of the room. One more roll forward. Beautiful. Making sure your yoga strap is not too close to your neck. Placing your hands on your lap. Let's lower one ear towards the shoulder, feeling a nice stretching sensation in the side of the neck. If you like a little extra here, you can extend the opposite arm. Fingers pointed towards the floor. One more breath here, and coming back to our starting position, and let's do the other side, bringing the ear towards the shoulder, extending the opposite arm, fingers pointing down. One more breath here, and returning to center, this time lifting the chin, looking up at the ceiling. Stretching the front of the neck. If you like a little extra here, just lift your jaw slightly. One more breath. Returning to center, and this time drawing the chin in towards the chest, stretching the back of the neck. One more breath here, returning to center. Taking your fingertips now to the back of your neck. We're going to gently massage up and down the neck. Just want you to notice if you're holding any tension in your neck at all. As you massage up and down the neck, very gently. Once more, up the neck and down the neck. And we're going to remove our hands from our neck and just roll out the wrists. Let's roll the wrists in the opposite direction. And now let's make a stop sign with one hand, bringing gentle pressure to the fingers just until you can feel the sensation of the stretch in the lower part of the wrist. In this class, anytime we're doing a twist or any other movement, always stop at the first sensation of the stretch. It will keep you safe. One more breath here. And now let's lower our fingers and once again bring gentle pressure, feeling the sensation of the stretch now along the top of the wrist. These are the extensors and flexors of the wrist that we're focusing on. Still sitting nice and tall in your chair, breathing deeply. One more breath here, and let's change sides, making that stop sign and bringing gentle pressure to the fingers just until you can feel the sensation of the stretch in the lower part of the wrist. One more breath here, and let's lower the fingers and once again, gentle pressure. One last breath here. Let's roll the wrists out in one direction and roll the other way. Now I'm going to ask you to make star fingers, so I want you to really stretch and extend your fingers out. Widen them and feel all of the muscles engage in the fingers and in the hand. Really feel that sensation of all the muscles being engaged. Now relax the hands, pretend you're grabbing onto a jump rope and you're jumping forward. So we're rotating the wrists as if we're rotating a jump rope forward. Any good movement into the wrists today? One more rotation, and once again, star fingers. Really spread the fingers far apart. Activate all the muscles in the hands and fingers. Relax the hands, pretend you're grabbing the jump rope, and this time we're skipping backwards. So we're rotating in the opposite direction, getting good movement into the wrists. Once more, and star fingers. Really engage all those muscles. And relax, and just hands, shake it out. Beautiful. Now we're going to drop our hands down by our side. We're going to take one hand, look up through the hand at the ceiling, and then we're going to change to the next side. So we're doing this in a nice, fluid, continuous movement. Not stopping at the top, just adding slightly each time we bring the hands up, coming a little bit further into a side bend. So take your time with this. Go at your own pace. Bringing that hand up and adding that slight side bend each time we move through one side of the body to the next. Adding that side bend. Adding on. Reaching a little further. Bringing movement into the spine and the side body. Taking it over further. Now try to reach as far over as you can comfortably and coming back to the other side. Reach. And this time when we come over, we're going to reach and hold for 4 breaths, looking up through the hands. One more breath here, and let's change sides. Reach as far as you can, hold, looking up through the fingers, 4 breaths. And coming back to center, let's roll the shoulders twice to the back. Roll twice to the front. Beautiful. Now we're going to make cactus arms. So those elbows are shoulder height. We're going to draw the elbows and palms of the hands together in front and squeeze. Really squeeze here. One more breath. And let's bring it back to neutral. And now we're going to engage the shoulder blades. So we're going to draw those elbows behind us. You should feel the shoulder blades engage behind you. You should also feel your heart open and your chest lift. And coming back to neutral. Once again, draw everything together in front. Squeeze. Keep those elbows elevated, shoulder height. Returning to neutral. Once again, drawing those elbows behind, engaging the shoulder blades, lifting the chest. Coming to neutral. We're going to add on here. So we're going to squeeze together in front, and we're going to pulse 10 times. Lifting high as you can comfortably. One more pulse. Beautiful. I'm coming back to neutral, and this time drawing everything behind and pulsing. One more pulse. Beautiful. And come back to neutral, and let's lower the hands. Roll the shoulders twice to the back and roll twice to the front. Beautiful. Now we're going to take that strap and we're going to balance it on our thumbs. We're going to sit all the way back in our chair. So the strap is balanced on our thumbs. It's wider than hip width apart. Close your fingers over top to hold onto the strap. We're going to lift that strap up and we're going to exhale and bring that strap behind us, feeling the shoulder blades engage. Now if your upper back and shoulders are really tight, you can widen your grip on the strap. If you don't feel any sensations, you can narrow your grip on the strap. So exhale, bring that strap down behind. Inhale, strap comes up. Exhale down. Once again, you can widen that strap if this is too intense. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. And this time 10 count exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 count lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now draw that strap in front of you at shoulder height. Narrow your grip on that strap. We're going to come seated forward in our chair once again so we have that 90-degree bend at the knees. Now the hands are sticking straight out in front of you. We're at shoulder height, and what I want you to do is keep the elbows slightly bent. I want you to pull apart that strap. Try to tear that strap apart. Really strong here. Feel all the muscles in the arm and the shoulder engage here. Really pulling as tight as you can in both directions. One more breath here, and let's relax. Take a breath. We're going to do this again, and pull in both directions as tight as you can. Keep breathing. One more breath, and relax. Now we're going to take one hand by our waist, fasten it there, and we have the other hand at the ready. Once again, we're going to be mindful of the elbow, keeping it slightly bent. And on the count of 2, we're going to stretch out the strap in front of us. So in 1 and 2, really pull on that strap as much as you can, keeping that elbow slightly bent at all times. Pulling, pulling, pulling. One more breath here. Woo! And let's release. Let's change sides. So fasten that wrist right into the waist and ready, keeping that elbow slightly bent at all times. And let's pull away. Nice and strong here. Pulling away with that strap as much as you can, keeping that elbow slightly bent, always protecting the joints. One more breath here. And relax. Let's do it again on the other side. Just locking that hand into the waist and pull. One more breath. And relax. Let's change sides one last time. Lock the hand into the waist and pull. One more breath here. And release. Beautiful. Let's just roll the shoulders out to the back. Roll them to the front. Now we're going to take that strap and we're going to hold it up overhead. We're sitting nice and tall in the chair. We have that 90-degree bend at the knees, feet resting flat on the floor to help support us here. I want you to look up through that strap, and on an exhale, twist to one side, looking up through that strap for 4 rounds of breath. Slowly returning to center. Now once again, we're going to look up through that strap, and on an exhale, twist in the opposite direction. 4 rounds of breath looking up through the strap. Returning to center. Once more. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. 6 rounds of breath. And return to center and exhale, twist. Look up through the straps, 6 rounds of breath. Beautiful, and returning to center. Let's lower that strap. We're going to place the strap around the sole of one foot. We're going to lift that foot off of the ground, keeping both ends of the strap into the same hand as the extended leg, always keeping a micro bend in that knee, taking your free hand, grabbing the chair. I want you to think about sitting nice and tall. We're going to extend that leg out to the side for an inner thigh and groin stretch, but we're also going to feel our quad working, holding our leg up against gravity. So sitting nice and tall, try not to lean against your backrest of your chair. Engage the muscles in the abdominals and low back to help hold you upright. And let's add on to this. Let's draw the foot forward and come back out to the side. Forward, to the side. Forward, to the side. Forward, side. Last time, forward. This time hold at the side and let's add a pulse. Using the strap to help support the weight of your leg. One more pulse. Pause here. Draw the foot forward. Using the strap, bring that foot across the opposite knee. Keep the foot flexed to protect your bent knee. On an exhale, lower towards your legs, feeling a nice stretching sensation in your hips. Now if this is too intense, the foot on the floor can come a little bit more forward. It will help take some of the pressure off of the hip. Or you can just not lean down towards the legs quite as much. So decide what works best and feels best for you today. Remember to keep breathing through this. Don't hold your breath. Two more rounds of breath here. Beautiful, slowly rising up. Strap in both hands. Allow that foot to come down to the floor, and let's change the foot in the strap. So now the opposite foot is in the strap. Sitting nice and tall in your chair. Lift the leg up. Both ends of the strap into the same hand as the extended leg. Knee is slightly bent. Your free hand grabs the chair, and let's extend out to the side for an inner thigh and groin stretch. Remember, sitting nice and tall. Keep breathing. Let's add to this. Draw the foot forward. Take it out to the side. Forward. Side. Forward, side, forward, side. Last time forward, and holding out at the side. Now let's add that pulse. One more. Beautiful, pausing here. Draw that foot forward. Take that strap halfway and bring that foot across the opposite knee. Keep the foot flexed to protect the bent knee. Exhale and lower towards the legs, feeling the stretching sensation in the hip. You might notice one side is tighter than the other. Perfectly normal, nothing to worry about. Yoga is a practice, and every day that we come to our practice, everything gets just a little tiny bit better. It's not about perfection. Keep breathing. If you can lower a little bit closer to your legs, please do so. One more breath here. And slowly rising up. Strap in both hands, taking that foot down to the floor. Now we're going to set that strap aside. We're not going to use it. So we're going to hold on to the chair with both hands. We're going to roll out the feet, rolling out the ankle, rolling the other way. And let's change feet, rolling the ankle, rolling the other way. And placing that foot down. Now just hands on the hips here. We're just going to roll the trunk of the body. So in slow motion, thinking about coming forward, to the side, to the back, and to the side. But let's do it with a nice fluid movement. Once more around in this direction, pausing, and let's change directions. You might notice it feels more awkward in one direction than the other. That's okay. Like I said earlier, it's not about perfection. Let's just practice, do what we can without judgment. Once more around. Beautiful. And just allowing your hands to rest by your side, raising the hands up. Now we're going to exhale, arch our back and bring the hands behind. Inhale, lifting and looking up into cow. Exhaling and arching into cat. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Inhaling. Last time, exhaling. And this time, inhaling, drawing those palms together overhead, lowering them down, hands to heart center, closing your eyes, taking a moment to notice your breath. Doing another scan of your body, starting at the crown of your head, working down to the toes. Noticing any changes from the scan at the start of class. Noticing without judgment. Focusing on your breath once again. Thank you so much for spending this mindful time working on self-care. It is so important. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.